What's up, everybody? I've got some very exciting news. Guess what? As soon as Art is done with his solve today, we are going to announce the final results for the January Connections competition. Can you believe it? Yes, I finally got around. I had a little bit of free time today. It's a nice Friday. I collected and analyzed all the results. So we will see how people did. I will include everybody. And of course, we will announce the top four. And those four players, who will all be collective winners, will simply need to go to the Rise to the Equation channel, click on the About tab, locate my email address, which is there, send me an email, and kindly give the mailing address to which you would like your Connections commemorabilia. Commemorabilia? What is that? Your Connections mug. Okay, guys? So there you have it. It's going to be super cool. I can't wait to share the results. There were definitely two folks I think were going to be fairly predicted to have come into the top four, and two people sort of snuck in, more or less. They're still amazing players, but I think you guys are going to love to see the results. However, we have to see the result for Art, of course, for today. Yesterday was really good. Let's see if we can try to do okay today as well. So here we go. We're going to hit the play button and remove the directions, bring this down a little bit, and of course we're playing for Saturday, February 10. The timer for Art starts now. We've got Pack Cat, Canary Squeeze, Rat Butter, Cow Snitch, Dragon Horse, Stuff, Fire, Mountain Jam, Triangle, and Fink. Fink concerns me. I'm not really sure what to do with that word, okay? Fink concerns me. I don't like it when I see words that I'm not really familiar with. I had a student once whose last name was Fink many, many years ago, but I don't know what to do with that word. Okay. Now, you've got your snitch. However, I don't see any other people. Oh, you've got your rat. Oh, and you've got your canary. Canaries love to sing and and tattle on people. And then you've got your who. How maybe the Fink goes there. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, you've got your rat, your snitch, and your canary. Okay. I mean, I could guess on the Fink. I could guess on the Fink. Let's not submit yet, but let's just see what we can do with these other categories. But these are people who basically tattle on you. Oh gosh, this dragon is driving me nuts. She's just addicted to this dragon thing. Do we have tattoos again? Dragons, horses, cows, and cats. Those I've all seen those as common tattoos as well. So maybe we've got another tattoo category. Tattoos part 2. So mountain. Squeeze, stuff, jam. Okay. Squeeze, stuff, jam, pack. That's probably, let's do that first. That's pretty straightforward. I don't see anything else that would belong there. These are all ways of how do you want to say it? When you squeeze, you stuff, you jam, you pack. This is just to, kind of like forcefully. We've had this category before. I have to start remembering how she calls them. It'll save time. But it's basically to sort of forcefully push something into like a box or a container. Cram into a tight space. Perfect. We are out of sequence, sadly. Okay. So again, I just want to highlight these just because I know it's going to be a category. I'm just concerned about Fink. Snitch, rat, canary, and Fink. Okay. Now we missed the yellow. I mean, it's possible that's yellow, but Fink is a weird word. Hang on here. Do we have some of these Chinese zodiac symbols again? Horse, dragon. Cow and cat, though? I don't know if cows and cats are there. Not sure about that. And we've got triangle again. Um, I don't think dragon and fire are going to go together. She's putting that there as bait. I am tempted to click on this just to see, because I don't think any of these others are people who attempt to squeal. Okay, good. Stool pigeon. I'm pretty sure that's the same as like to squeal on someone. All right. Now what? This is where it can get very tricky. Again, I sort of feel like we've got some sort of a. You've got your. I think you've got the horse and the dragon. Cow and cat. I don't know. Let's see. These are going to be hard. That's unfortunate. What's going to go on here? Fire, butter, horse, cat, triangle, dragon, cow, and mountain. Triangle's unusual. Let's focus on that. Triangle definitely stands out from all of these. How would triangle relate to three of these others? That's what we have to ask ourselves. It's not the Bermuda Triangle. I don't think anything else works with Bermuda. Triangle. It's the only shape. Triangle. What? I don't think there's going to be any wordplay today. I really don't. The only other thing I can think of, guys, I think I have three that would work, but I can't think of the fourth. And it probably is, I don't even know if it's right, but you could do dragonfly, firefly, horsefly, right? Those would all be flies. It'll probably be purple. But what's the other fly? Butterfly? Oh, duh. Oh my gosh. That's so stupid of me. Of course, butterfly. Okay, sweet. So I think we've got this, guys. I mean, we should hopefully get this without any mistakes. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure what to do with that other category, but this should be purple. It's probably the secret phrase. So yeah, blank fly. Wow, not bad. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. I knew it. I knew we had that. I knew we had that. Boy, that took some thought, though, guys. You better believe that took some thought. Now let's see if we can get blue. And boy, we could come out with an 8 today. 7 still wouldn't be too bad. Cat, cow, mountain, triangle. Ouch. It's funny how sometimes those blues can be even harder than the purples. Cat, cow, mountain, triangle. What the heck is going on there? It shouldn't be another secret phrase. How would these work? It's going to be something like things that. Okay, usually blue can be something like things that, right? For instance, yesterday we had things that you can draw. What would this be, though? Things that you can. Can't get it, guys. Can't get it. Not worth wasting any more time. Let's see what it was. No, I wasn't going to get that. Wasn't going to get that. I've heard of like down dog and I don't know, maybe a few others. Wow, those are yoga poses. Ouch. All right. Well, hey, look, we didn't fail. We didn't use up any guesses, and we did get three, and I'm pretty happy about the purple. That was pretty tricky. Oh, yoga poses, darn it. That's another one that I have to do a little bit of research on. The cat, the cow, the mountain, and the triangle. Wow, those have got to be kind of on the unusual side. I mean, what's up with that? Oh, well. All right, guys. So, hope you enjoyed the massive struggle there. However, we are going to transfer right into the exciting news, okay? So, here we go. Let's go ahead and pull up the results for the January competition. All right, guys. So, here we go. This is it. This is our 31-day total. Can you believe it? From January. I'm going to set this up so that it'll take us all the way to 11, top 11, and then we're going to get into the top 10, and then of course the top four. So, um, and sadly, some of the players did. I could tell from the results. Maybe after we did either the first or second round of results, I think they sort of more or less abandoned the game, and I was sorry to see that because the totals would definitely be much higher. But I feel that they must have considered themselves sort of out of contention. So these scores would be much higher if they had continued to play. But we are very grateful to have you guys join us, and please do consider joining in future competitions. We had Kwan with a 31-day total of 102 and was in 27th place. Ella Enchanted, 160.5 was her 31-day total, 26th place. BMS Houston, 181.5, coming in 25th. Randy M, 186 points with a 24th place. Cali Asian, 213 in 23rd place. R to S, 220 in 22nd place. Kevin L, 223 in 21st place. Tom E, 283 in 20th place. PW Miles, 291.5 in 19th place. T Clark, 341. That's our first over 300, and that's quite a gap, over 300. So good job. With 18th place, Therese, 369.5 in 17th place. And then we've got Advanced 495 with 373 in 16th place. So very good job, guys. Now let me move this up so that we can look at 15 through 11. Okay? So here we go. 15th place is going to be our good friend Tom C, who scored 384.5, super solid. Then we've got Reggie, almost, just half a point away from 400, and that was 14th place. $2 Toll with a very hearty 423 in 13th place. Our dear friend Melanie Lee, 438 in 12th place. And then U2, 456 in 11th place. Awesome. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's now advance to the next round of results. So we're going to start looking from top 10. Okay, guys, so I decided to include myself in the standings because being in the top 10 wouldn't have any impact on the folks who are vying for the top four. So your dear beloved Rise to the Equation did manage to come in to the top 10, and I'm actually quite honored about that because a couple folks were making the point that we are actually really good connections players. Probably in the 90th percentile is what one person said. I would argue that maybe we're even more like in the 95th percentile. I think we are really, really good. So I am absolutely thrilled to be exactly in the top 10, and that was despite some absolutely horrible performances right towards the end. As you guys might remember, in our Wordle tournaments, I would always choke right at the end. But still, I'm pretty happy with that. So now in 9th place was Geraldo. So he got me fair and square. So good job, Geraldo, with 471.5 points. That's awesome. Michelle Lamb got, oh, look at that, just half point higher, 472 in 8th place. And Dora got 477 points in 7th place. That's fantastic. Miles came in 6th place with 489. And we have to give credit to our brethren from the UK because they are dealing with all of these crazy American terms, American culture, American fads. It definitely has obviously quite a bit of an American bias. So for them to figure out all of our crazy nonsense is incredible. Almost feel like we have to give these guys a handicap, but nah, we're not going to do it. Miles is too smart anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to make a surge in February and get an amazing result there. So congratulations, Miles, on 6th place. And then we have Viking 67. Viking, I feel so bad. And incidentally, I did go back and I inserted all of those 3 results that you were missing. And sadly, you just squeaked by. You just, missed the top 4. And you're going to see that it was actually by 1.5 points. But that still is absolutely amazing. You are in the top 5, 5th place. And now, of course, guys, we have to take a look who made it to the top 4. Here we go. All right, guys. So as you can see, we'll try to make it a little bit suspenseful. I'll just go one at a time. Our dear friend and just an amazing channel member, channel subscriber, has been with me almost, it seems like, since day one. Ellen Sassani got 491 points and is in fourth place. And this is despite 2 zeros. So come on, guys. Those of you who decided to kind of like forfeit maybe midway or close to the end, look at that. Ellen, got 2 zeros, but she got right back up. And I saw from those results, she just came back with a vengeance with both basically 16s, 18s, and 20s. So congratulations, Ellen, on fourth place. Again, you guys who are in the fourth place, just go to the About tab in the Rise to the Equation. Typically, you need to access that, I think, on a computer because I don't know if the mobile version gives you as much control. But just go to the About page on your computer, and you'll be able to find my email address and then shoot me an email with the desired address to which I will be sending you your connections mug. Okay, so now who came in third? We are going to scroll up. Here we go. Look at that, guys. Can you believe it? China Reds 54 came in third with a very healthy 493. I could just tell his results towards the end were just like on fire and just very consistent. Never really had a bad day and just had, a ton of 16s, 18s, and 20s towards the end. So congratulations, China Reds. Again, please go to the About tab and you will also be sent your victory mug. Okay, so now second place. Who is going to be in second place? Let's move it up. It is Lisa G. Wow, 502. So that's our first score in the 500s. She's in second place. That is absolutely incredible. Lisa, same thing. Please go to the About tab and shoot me an email with your address, and you will get the mug as well. And guys, who do you think made it into the top number one, the numero uno? Yes, of course, it had to be none other than Oranje 28. Guys, just so you know, just to put this in perspective, if you do the math, if you got perfect 20s, remember this is when we were using the multiplication scheme. If you had gotten perfect 20s every single day, you'd get a maximum score of 620. So he got 562. Of course, it's going to be very difficult to get the 20s because there's a lot of luck, of course, in getting the order especially. But if you do the math, his 562 divided by 31 came out to an average of just a little over 18. That means that the guy was basically getting perfect base scores and almost always consistently solving it under 5 minutes. And so basically the only thing that prevented him from getting a 620 was just Art's crazy infatuation with the order, which I think you guys, you have to admit, it is pretty cool. It's very satisfying, and it is worth the extra point to get it in order because you have to basically say to yourself, well, that was so easy for me, but I have to think about how this is going to be set up. How is the general population going to react to that? So like, for instance, yesterday, I immediately spotted those number anagrams, but I know that most people are not necessarily going to get that. For whatever reason, that's one of the few things that I'm actually very, very good at in connections, but I knew that that would be purple. So that's why we add that little element, and there you have it. So Oranje 28 takes home first place, and so yes, my dear friend Oranje, please kindly go to the About tab, shoot me an email with your address. Much deserved, much deserved. And there you have it, guys. So thanks for being patient on these results. It did take me a lot of time to compile them. It just seems like my business just is getting busier and busier. And I do have to obviously tend to my students. They need to get good results, and I need to put a lot of time into making sure that that happens. So there you have it, guys. And speaking of great results, you guys did amazing. Every single player who contributed, I really appreciate it. We're still having a lot of fun in February. Please give me, guys, maybe about 2 or 3 days, and we'll have a really nice summary video of where you guys are at. Maybe we'll hit that right around Valentine's Day. And then, of course, we'll finish it off with a great February prizes as well. So hope you enjoyed, guys, that January challenge. And there you have it. So I think it's a wrap. And, of course, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next Connections.